Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 5 of this Let's Play Judgment. In the last episode, we got two new people. We have Pharaoh and Relus added to the party. We almost got a couple of people killed in some fights, and also because of food and supply shortages, which we are now working on, I hope. Kaj, why are you not building? Oh, you're asleep. I need this second well built. Although, now that we have Relus working on the well, we do have a lot more water supply. And we have more than enough wheat to produce bread with. So I think we are getting over our resource deficit. And now we're producing sheep and stuff like that too. Do we have any wool yet? Now we do. 10 wool. Excellent. So we can make another bed. I think we should. Do it over there, because we do have people who are suffering from a lack of sleep. Right, we have another well. Excellent. So I think it is going to be time to set you to autocraft once more. And actually, I'm going to bump you up to a minimum of 20, maximum of 40. And likewise with you, 30 and 50. You know what? 30 and 50 sounds reasonable. 30, 50, done. We have water supplies coming in from both locations. We have people starting to heal up. We have a second bed in production. Much happier with that. And we have a surplus of wheat right now, so we could theoretically invest in another sheep farm. You know what? I like the idea of that, so we can get some more first aid kits and other medical supplies going. Does the sheep farm provide mutton or anything, or is it literally just wool? I think it's just wool. That's fine. Oh, level up. Relus already? That's because you've just been constantly grinding out the water. Right, your skill. Chop speed, scavenge speed, gather water speed increased. I think that's probably going to be what you're doing. You're the gatherer gathering. Assistance needed. I think we can probably render assistance. A Reaper, 2 minor demons and 2 imps. I think we're going to be switching this around a bit. Reckon can stay home. And QWERTY can stay home. We could do with some more ranged weapons. Then instead... Oh, I need to make you some armour as well. We'll do that in a minute. We will take Jonas. I am going to take QWERTY. The archers don't tend to get hurt too much. 4 of you. I kind of want one more. Reckon's usually the one who does the scavenging. We'll take Reckon as well. I know you're all badly injured, but whoops, so it goes. You go and send the rescue team. Off they go. And then you lot just have a load of stuff to get on with. How are we doing for wood supply? We are extremely short on wood. So let's set some more to be cut. All of that. Good. Oh, we'll be able to see more of what's over here as well. Ooh, what's that? That's a Hellgate with a lot of people. Liches, succubus, fallen angels, legions. And it has void essence, whatever that is. No, I don't think we're quite ready for that one yet, just yet. See if we can find the enemy. Whoa, crap. We found them. Shocking, you stay there. QWERTY, you stay there. Reckon, you get to the back. Fanro and Jonas move to the front. And you two need to shoot the Reaper. Racken, go for the Reaper. Fanro, go for the Reaper. Jonas, go for the Imp. Off you go. Good. Good. Right, let's find this person that we need to rescue. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Probably in here. Like, while we're searching, I think we can afford to have speed increased. Alright, normal speed. So we need to get ourselves organised. So Reckon's going to be the one who actually does that. There's a lack of cover here. Being attacked by Reapers or something would be very bad. Do something like this. Imp. One imp? Really? Fire imp? Okay, that wasn't too bad. We have one more attack, I think. Here we go, coming from underneath is a werewolf. Great. Jonas. Fanro. Oh, and from above. This is the worst possible situation. I think we're going to lose someone here. I think I might even need to take wrecking off. Scavenging. Fanro, you're going to have to go up there. Wrecking, you go up there. Shit. Sorry, Fanro. Right, wrecking. Get back to that. Unfortunately, this does reset. And considering how difficult that attack was... Okay, we did get you. Run away! Oh, Fanro. I'm so sorry. At least it was, sorry to say, but at least it was one of the newbies and not one of the old hands. Like, losing wrecking would have been worse. 1 for 1. Those werewolves, they do hit hard. Yes, do go home, please. But I'm feeling a little bit happier about the state of our resources now, at least. And Kenny, what are you? You are another survivalist. Oh, blimey. You are amazing with bows. And melee. You're a weirdo, which is occult weapons. You're an addict, which is less health, more energy, more melee damage, more scavenging. You're adventurous, which is more bow, chop speed, quarry speed, mining speed, farming, well, reduced farming speed. And you're a miner. You're actually really good. Interesting. And you will need a name. We'll make you Dravy. And Dravy, what are your priorities? Well, obviously that's going to be at the bottom, as is that. That's acceptable. We are going to need to make some more items, though. Ah, of course we have hides, we can make shields now at last. 1 shield. We do need another suit of armour, because both of you are without. So once our party gets back home, we'll be able to do a bunch more stuff. Alright. How are we doing for wool? We're still short. Producing a lot more food, got loads of drinking water. And the team's back home. So, Dravy, we need bows for you. We could even make you a crossbow. I kind of like the extra range though, it's only 2 less. And we don't have any resin, so it's a moot point. So we need to make some arrows, which requires wood, which we don't have. We have a bunch of chopping jobs, so we should start doing that relatively quickly. Alright, that's that one done. How's our wheat supply? We have loads of wheat. We could build the occult library. I think we need to get another cabin sooner rather than later. And I'm going to shift the priorities around again because we don't need this much water supply gathering. We will still keep it relatively high though. Like that. Alright, good. Car's leveled up. You're definitely my building person. Actually, are you? You're not a crafter. We already have a defensive builder in Blacko, right? We do. So, Kaj, you should probably be the firearms crafting. I kind of wish you had a better crafting skill, though. And Blacko's back on the research. Which is fine. I mean, we're going to need those items. $240. Okie dokie. Lack of sleeping space. We have 2 beds. Right, how are we doing for wood? Not great. Because we're producing boards all the time. And I am okay with this. Right, I don't think we need 2 water supplies anymore, because we have loads. I'm going to wait until it gets to 100, and then we'll stop. Gosh, go do something else. We have a better water supply person, oh no. Realus is too busy chopping wood, which is fair enough, because we do need the wood supplies. We really do need wood. You're getting closer. Then I think I'm going to get leather working first, because I don't know how much scrap we have, although we could quite easily go scavenging for scrap. That is definitely a thing that we could do. We just needed to get our home in order, and I think we've now done that. Assistance needed. Yeah. Where? No werewolves. That's the main thing. Right, Team Lionhearted. I could give Dravy the bow. So we'll take QWERTY off. We'll give you the bow, and we'll send Dravy in instead. We may as well still take QWERTY. What are your abilities? Melee accuracy down. You are terrible at melee. You are good with firearms, though. So no, we shouldn't take QWERTY. Realus, even. You're a moderately good scavenger. Nah. I feel like we do need to take one other person, though. Kaj isn't that great either. We'll take Realus. Although, he's my main water gatherer, so I'm a little bit nervous about risking him. But I do think we need the 5 people. We do have a pretty good water supply right now, so that's fine. Suddenly find themselves facing a group of demons. That was easy. Now I can make some arrows. Huzzah! I need 3 sets. Need a bit more wood. You guys have almost arrived. Okay. The person we were rescuing is right there, but we don't want to start the rescue until we've actually cleared the garrison. Otherwise they just immediately aggro and then we'll probably be fighting 2 people at once rather than just the 1. I was kind of hoping to find a place with a bit more cover. Doesn't look like that's a luxury we're really going to have though. Kind of expecting them to be there, but they weren't. Ah, here we go, cover. So, shocking. Do we only have the 1 archer? No, Dravy's an archer too. Get involved, people. Not the best use. We have 2 melee people who are kind of badly wounded right now. Alright, so Reckon's going to be doing the scavenging. Actually, we could get Relus to do the scavenging. No, we'll get Wrecking to do it because she's much faster. They're coming from here, just imps. So let's cover that gap. And just take them to pieces as they come in. Perfect. Thankfully this one does seem to be rather easier than the previous. Minor demon, we can deal with that. There's a werewolf. Kill it. Perfect. Run away! So Jonas went down rather low on health, which would have been annoying because he is my main tank. I have some shields! I could have given them shields. Well, that was a mistake. Let's see what we have around here. That would be scraps and stone. Stone and clay. Water and scrap. And these aren't particularly well guarded. So you know what? I think this is scavenging time. We'll just need to be very careful with Jonas. Can I re-equip you? No, not from here. We did indeed get those shields made. Head home. There'll be other opportunities to go out there, I'm sure. We don't need those supplies that much right now. Right, Andrew. What are you? You are another survivalist. Pistol, attack speed. Short-sighted ex-cop. Okay. So you are another combat character for sure. And your name will henceforth be Nimunda. Quite a few of you are making an appearance in this game. That's good. And also we can now get leather working. Because I would quite like to see how much a leather vest cost. Lots of scraps and also a fair bunch of hides. So we will need more scraps, but that's fine. Alright, Jonas. You are definitely a shieldsman. Nimanda, you are an attack speed, so you'd be another archer, I think. How are we doing for various supplies? I think we're actually looking pretty decent right now. And we can make first aid, which costs wool and scraps. Yeah, we badly need scraps, so I think we will need to go scavenging for scrap supplies. Let's just make sure everything else is sorted, and then we will organise that. Possibly for the next episode, actually. Because I'd quite like Jonas to recover. Can I build an infirmary yet? What am I missing? Lots of wool, lots of scraps. So yeah, we definitely need to go scrap hunting. I mean, I know it's possible to get scraps from here. There's actually quite a few places that we can get scraps from. So let's flag 2 of you. And that should be good. Plus, we're expecting an attack any moment. Now we can get first aid. Using combat to restore health to injured survivors. That would be very useful to have. We could give the first aid to the archers and then they can heal the frontline soldiers in front of them. Who was the other archer? It was QWERTY, was it not? Yes. And could really do with another bow. And we can make some leather. Do it. Alright, so we need another log cabin. I think we're just going to go ahead and place you here. I mean, I know that I was talking about placing one here. We still could. This doesn't block that. Alright. Water's doing just fine. Food. I would say we're looking pretty healthy on food right now. And the good thing about having multiple food types is they heal faster. Which is why our wounds have recovered so quickly. You can get that. You were the archer? Yes. I think I'll wait on the shields. Let's make one more quarterstaff. Those are resources I can spare. Dravy leveled up. Dravy is our archer. So I think I'm going to give you fast healing. So we have 2 crack archers, which is fantastic. Very happy with that. The Black Box. The rubbles of once was the pinnacle of human architecture lay strewn across the floor as a painful reminder of what was lost. Heavy bricks covered in dust and window fragments litter the roads and avenues of a once prospering city. A pile of rubble next to an abandoned building attracts your attention. Sure enough, the rubble holds a secret inside it. A black lockbox. The box is rather hefty. The lock in front of it seems to constitute quite a bit of its weight. It can probably be unlocked using the proper tools. We can use 40 scraps to unlock it. Do it. The box is full of blueprints and schematics. Your researchers will surely be able to learn from these. I think they might well be able to, yes. And this tech tree is still so long. Haven't gone that far down it yet. But we're getting to the stage where we're going to have to start scavenging cities. And that will have all the nasties associated with that. I need one more of those. So that Blacko can have a quarterstaff. And then we should all be pretty well equipped. Still can't get an infirmary, but we can get an occult library. Let's do that. And 2 beds seems to be working out pretty well. Right, we have enough water supply, so let's turn you off so that you guys can go and do some other jobs. Food supplies seem to be trickling in pretty quickly. We just need more wood. Interesting. Whoops. Sorry, buddy. Did not mean to deselect you there. Whoops. There is a way of replanting trees, right? Yes. I mean, we still have plenty of wood, but at some point that will need to be a thing that we do. Once we hit this, then I'll probably end this episode. Sounds good to me. Infirmary. Huzzah. Infirmary in there with the occult library. Sounds good to me. And we are starting to get some occult research done. Speaking of which, we can now get the demon origins. Safety in numbers. Your best theory is that the barrier between Hell and Earth is diminished, and Hellspawn are able to make it through. It's not completely gone, or else the entire planet would be burning. You learned of portals that the demons use to travel between these realms. Hellgates. They're well defended. You will need to be better prepared before you can investigate one. This colony needs to grow stronger. Recruit some more survivors to join you, and make sure you have an ample food supply. Recruit 8 survivors, which we have got. We were at 9. And obtain 100 items of food, so we'll need a lot more food supply. Which I think will also mean that we need to... probably need some more vegetable patches, actually. I think we'll get another vegetable patch there so we can keep the salads rolling in. So we want to keep the mixture of food. We don't want to rely too heavily on wheat. And here, tailoring, scrap armor. Scrap armor has less evasion, but has 1 armor. We haven't seen anything with armor. I guess that's just damage reduction. And it costs wool. Wool and scraps. That's actually much cheaper than the leather. Interesting. And on that note, we will need to end this episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing, and if you want to support the channel in another way, check out the Patreon, especially if you want to see your own name appearing as one of these illustrious people. If you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. I'll catch you next. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.